All right, so today we're diving deep into the world of precious stones setting.
Yeah,
Talk about a career that sparkles.
it really does.
We've got a stack of RoleCatcher resources here.
Uh-huh.
And let me tell you, it's not just about sticking pretty gems onto things.
Right.
It's a blend of artistry and precision,
Definitely.
knowing your stones, your settings, your tools.
It is.
It's almost like a microscopic sculptor.
What's fascinating is that this field is as much about the technical expertise as it is creativity.
Totally.
You're essentially bringing a designer's vision to life, one meticulously placed gem at a time.
And we're going to help you shine in that interview.
Exactly.
RoleCatcher has given us some common questions that you're likely to face. So we'll break down how to approach each one,
Okay.
and we'll even throw in some potential follow-ups to really get you thinking.
Sounds good.
By the end of this deep dive, you'll be prepped. Andy has some real insights into what this career really entails.
It's important to remember that interviewers aren't just looking for textbook answers. They want to see your passion, your problem-solving skills, and really how you approach the delicate art of stone setting.
Okay, let's jump right in.
Right.
A classic opener they love to use is, how did you first become interested in precious stone setting?
Yeah, it might seem pretty straightforward.
It does.
But it's your chance to set the stage.
Totally.
This is where you weave a bit of your personal story into the narrative.
Right.
Were you always mesmerized by gemstones?
Ooh,
Did a family member inspire you?
that's a good one.
Or maybe you stumbled upon it later and were just captivated by the technical challenge?
Don't just say, I like sparkly things, though.
Right.
Connected to something specific.
Exactly.
Maybe you were blown away by a documentary about diamond cutting.
Yes.
Or you took a jewelry making class and fell in love with the precision of stone setting.
Yeah.
You know?
Authenticity is key. Let your enthusiasm shine through.
Uh-huh.
And tailor your response to the specific job. If you're applying at a high-end jeweler, emphasize your appreciation for artistry and detail.
Makes sense.
More of a production-focused role, highlight your efficiency and understanding of quality control.
Right.
And be prepared for a follow-up.
Oh, of course.
They might ask, what aspects of the work do you find most appealing?
I like that.
This is where you dig a little deeper into what really drives you.
Totally.
Is it the problem-solving aspect of finding the perfect setting for each stone?
Right.
Or maybe it's the satisfaction of creating something beautiful that will last for generations.
All right, let's get a little more technical.
Okay.
Question number 2.
Uh-huh.
Can you walk us through your process for setting a precious stone?
Oh, yeah. Time to showcase that knowledge.
It is.
But don't get overwhelmed. Just start by outlining the basic steps from examining the stone and preparing the setting to the final polishing.
Yeah.
But then you can take it a step further.
Exactly. Mention specific techniques that you're familiar with. Prong setting, bezel setting, peeve setting.
Yes.
Don't just name drop them, though.
Right.
Briefly explain what each technique involves and when you choose one over another.
You can even mention specific tools that you use,
Oh, that's good.
like a graver, or a burnisher.
Nice.
Showing that you're comfortable with the terminology really demonstrates that hands-on experience.
Totally.
Now be ready for them to throw a curveball.
Oh, I like it.
Which setting technique do you find most challenging and how do you approach it?
Good question.
They want to see how you handle those tricky situations.
Makes sense.
Honesty is key here. You might say something like, pave setting can be incredibly intricate because it involves setting multiple small stones close together.
Yeah.
And then you can explain the strategies that you use to maintain accuracy and prevent any damage.
Okay.
It's all about showing that you can think critically and adapt your techniques when needed.
All right, question 3 dives into problem solving.
Okay.
Have you ever had to repair a damaged precious stone?
Yeah, if you have experience with this, show a specific example. The type of damage, the steps you took to assess and repair it,
Right.
and of course the outcome.
Right.
But even if you haven't,
Yeah.
you can talk about how you would approach such a situation.
Good point.
It's about demonstrating your ability to think on your feet and handle those delicate situations.
Totally.
Focus on your problem-solving process.
Okay.
And any lessons that you've learned about working with such fragile materials.
I like it. And the good follow-up they might ask is, what did you learn from that experience?
Oh, that's a good one.
And how has it influenced your approach to stone setting?
That shows you're constantly growing and refining your skills.
Totally. Speaking of refinement, question 4 is all about precision.
Yes.
How do you ensure that each stone is set securely and accurately.
This is where you emphasize your attention to detail and commitment to quality control.
Yeah.
Walk them through your process using magnification. Measuring tools, double-checking techniques, anything that showcases your meticulous approach.
Really good.
Don't forget to mention any safety precautions you take to protect both the stone and yourself during the setting process.
Absolutely.
They might even ask, what steps do you take to minimize the risk of damaging a stone during setting?
Oh, yeah.
So be specific about your choice of tools, your technique, and any preventative measures you take.
Okay, question 5. Tests your commitment to staying current.
Yes, it does.
How do you stay up to date with the latest trends and techniques in precious stone setting?
This is where you showcase your passion for lifelong learning. Talk about specific resources, industry publications, online forums, workshops, conferences.
Name-dropping reputable organizations like the Gemological Institute of America or GIA.
Oh, yeah.
Also shows you're serious about professional development.
Exactly. And be ready for that follow-up.
Oh, yeah.
What recent trend in stone setting has particularly caught your eye and why? Pick something that genuinely interests you, whether it's a new technique, a revival of vintage styles, or the use of unconventional materials.
Right.
Now imagine having a secret weapon to
Right.
help you really nail these answers.
Tell me more.
That's where RoleCatcher comes in.
Interesting.
It's like having a personal interview coach right in your pocket.
Okay.
Their AI can analyze your responses
Uh-huh.
and provide feedback tailored to the specific job description.
Think about it.
Yeah,
You can practice answering those tough questions.
you can.
And RoleCatcher's AI will tell you if you're hitting the right notes,
Yeah.
using the right tone,
Uh-huh.
and showcasing your skills effectively.
It's like a mock interview, but with personalized insights to help you really refine your approach.
I love it.
And RoleCatcher's AI magic doesn't stop there.
Really.
It can also help tailor your CV or resume for specific job descriptions,
Oh, wow.
which in today's world where a lot of that initial screening is done by AI can be a real game changer.
It's like having a professional resume writer on your side.
Exactly.
RoleCatcher's AI analyzes the job description, picks out those keywords that employers are looking for,
Right.
and then it helps you optimize your resume so that those keywords shine through, making sure that you stand out from the crowd.
And it's not just about keywords either.
No.
RoleCatcher can actually suggest improvements to the content and structure of your resume,
Oh, wow.
really making sure it highlights your most relevant experience and skills
Okay.
in a way that grabs their attention.
So we've tackled some serious interview prep,
We have.
but let's shift gears for a minute.
Okay.
Let's talk about the career path itself.
Sounds good.
RoleCatcher's Guide gave us some great insights into what you can expect.
Yeah, understanding the different stages of a precious stone setter's career can give you a clearer idea of where you fit in and really what your aspirations might be.
Yeah, and that can also inform how you answer some of those interview questions too, right?
Absolutely.
So typically you'd start at the entry level, assisting experienced setters, just soaking up everything you can.
Think of it as an apprenticeship
Okay.
where you're building a strong foundation.
You might be sorting and organizing gemstones, prepping settings, maybe even doing some basic cleaning and maintenance.
Yeah, it's all about learning the ropes and getting comfortable with the tools and materials.
And as you gain experience, you'll move on to setting smaller stones, experimenting with techniques like prong, pave, and bezel setting.
Yeah.
This is where you really start honing your skills,
You do.
developing that steady hand and meticulous eye for detail
Exactly.
that is so crucial in this field.
And you'll also be collaborating more with designers and goldsmiths,
Oh, that's cool.
getting a feel for how your work really fits into the bigger picture of creating that piece of jewelry.
Now, as you progress to the level of an experienced precious stone setter,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be tackling larger, more intricate stones.
Yes. You might even start customizing settings to fit unique gemstone shapes.
Oh, wow.
Bringing your own creative problem solving to the table.
And at this stage, you might even start mentoring junior setters,
That's right.
passing on your knowledge, guiding them as they develop their skills.
It's like becoming a master and sharing your craft with the next generation.
And then there's the pinnacle,
Yes.
the senior precious stone setter.
This is where you're working with those high-value gemstones. Those rare diamonds that require the utmost skill and precision.
I bet.
You're collaborating with master goldsmiths, creating those breathtaking one-of-a-kind pieces
Oh, wow.
that become family heirlooms.
Knowing these career stages can really help you frame your interview answers.
Absolutely.
So if you're just starting out, you really want to highlight your eagerness to learn, your willingness to take on any task, your passion for the craft.
And if you're more experienced,
Yeah.
emphasize your accomplishments, your problem-solving skills,
Right.
and your ability to mentor others.
And no matter what stage you're at, showcasing that dedication to continuous learning is key.
It is.
The jewelry industry is always evolving.
Yes. New trends, technologies, and techniques are emerging all the time.
So how do you demonstrate that commitment during the interview?
You can mention specific courses or workshops you've taken,
Or-
industry publications that you follow, or your involvement in professional organizations.
Like the GIA.
Exactly.
And don't be afraid to express your enthusiasm for staying ahead of the curve.
Yeah, maybe you've been experimenting with a new setting technique or researching the use of sustainable materials in jewelry making.
That's a good one.
Passion and a thirst for knowledge are valuable in any field,
They are.
and they can really set you apart from other candidates.
Now let's talk about something that's not always glamorous,
Okay.
but it's definitely important.
Uh-huh.
The work environment.
Yeah.
It's not all sparkling jewelry stores, right?
You're right. As a precious stone setter, you could find yourself in various work settings,
Right.
each with its own unique atmosphere and demands.
Let's paint a picture for our listener.
Okay.
What are some of those environments that they might encounter?
The most common setting is a jewelry manufacturing workshop or studio. Think benches with specialized tools, lots of bright lights,
Yeah.
maybe even some microscopes for those incredibly detailed settings.
It's a space that demands precision and focus,
It does.
but it can also be very collaborative
Yes.
with other artisans working on different aspects of jewelry creation.
Right. You might also find yourself working in a retail jewelry store,
Okay.
interacting directly with customers and maybe even doing some repairs or adjustments right there on the spot.
That's cool.
It's a fast-paced environment,
It is.
but it offers the opportunity to see how your work is appreciated by customers.
Right.
And then there's the option of working freelance, setting up your own workshop or studio, and taking on projects from various clients.
Oh, that's a good one.
Freelancing offers flexibility and independence,
It does.
but it also requires strong business skills and the ability to manage your own workload and marketing.
No matter the setting, be prepared for the physical demands.
Oh, yeah.
This is intricate work that requires excellent eyesight, a steady hand, and the ability to sit or stand for long periods.
And just like any career, there are potential downsides to consider.
Of course.
One of the biggest challenges is the extensive training and experience required to really master the craft.
Yeah.
It takes years of dedicated practice and continuous learning to become truly proficient.
It can be physically demanding, too,
It can.
with the potential for repetitive strain injuries if you're not careful.
That's why proper ergonomics and safety precautions are so important in this field.
For sure. And depending on your location, job opportunities might be limited.
Right. You might need to relocate to a major city or be willing to travel to find work.
So we've covered a lot in this deep dive,
We have.
from interview prep to career stages and work environments.
Uh-huh.
Now, before we wrap up, let's touch on some key resources that can be invaluable on your journey to becoming a precious stone setter.
Yeah, beyond RoleCatcher, several organizations and resources can offer guidance support and continuing education.
One of the most renowned is the Gemological Institute of America, or GIA. They offer a wide range of courses and certifications.
Yes, in gemology, jewelry design, and of course, precious stone setting.
It's like the gold standard in the industry.
A GIA certification can boost your credibility and job prospects significantly.
Another great resource is the Jewelers of America.
Uh-huh. They advocate for the jewelry industry
Okay.
and provide resources for jewelers, stone setters, and other industry professionals.
They offer networking opportunities, educational events, and industry updates that can keep you informed and connected.
Absolutely.
And don't underestimate the value of local jewelry guilds or associations.
Those are great places to connect with experienced setters, learn from their expertise,
Yeah.
and build relationships that can support your career growth.
Now, as you prepare for your interview,
Okay.
here's a final piece of advice.
All right.
Think about your own personal style and design aesthetic when it comes to jewelry.
This might seem unrelated to stone setting,
Yeah.
but it can actually be a valuable talking point during the interview. It shows that you're not just a technician, but someone with a genuine appreciation for the art of jewelry.
Yeah, it's true. Being able to talk about what draws you to certain pieces, whether it's the simplicity of a minimalist design or the intricate details of a vintage setting, shows that you really understand the bigger picture.
And it can be a great way to connect with the interviewer on a personal level, especially if you share similar tastes.
Now, speaking of connecting, We can't ignore the role technology is playing in the jewelry industry these days.
Absolutely.
RoleCatcher's resources highlighted some pretty cool advancements.
Yeah, computer-aided design or CAD software is really changing the game when it comes to jewelry design and manufacturing.
So if you're already familiar with CAD, that's a huge plus.
It is.
But even if you're not showing a willingness to learn these new technologies, it just demonstrates that you're adaptable and committed to staying current.
Think of it this way.
Okay?
You're already mastering this intricate art of setting stones by hand. Imagine what you could achieve when you combine those skills with the precision and possibilities of CAD software.
And RoleCatcher can be a great resource for keeping up with these technological advancements.
Definitely.
They've got info on industry trends, emerging technologies, and even training resources to help you expand your skill set.
It's like having a personalized career development guide right there in your pocket.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
what stands out to you about the world of precious stone setting?
For me, it's that unique blend of artistry, technical skill, and the potential to create something truly beautiful and lasting.
Right.
You're taking these precious materials, some of which have been around for millions of years, and giving them a new life in a piece of jewelry.
It's like holding a tiny piece of history and artistry in your hands.
It is.
And your skills are what bring it all together.
Remember, your passion and dedication are just as valuable as your technical abilities.
So go into that interview confident, prepared to shine, and ready to embark on this incredible journey.
And don't forget, RoleCatcher is there to help you every step of the way. It's like having a secret weapon for your job search.
With the right preparation, the right resources, and a whole lot of passion, you can absolutely make your mark in the dazzling world of precious stone setting.
Good luck.
Good luck.